Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about writing the theoretical framework. But before anything else, let's have a short overview wherein we're going to answer the following questions. First, what is a framework and what is a theoretical framework? A framework may be likened to a skeleton. It is recognized as a basic structure that aims to provide support to a particular concept or idea presented. Furthermore, a framework may consist of concepts or theories that serve as the building blocks or foundation of the study being discussed, whereas a theoretical framework is a framework formulated from existing theory or theories that would serve as the foundation of a particular study. Also, a theoretical framework is seen as a collection of interrelated concepts that help guide researchers with regard to related paradigms from the theories which can be applied in the current study. But before we continue, let's answer this question. What are the differences between the conceptual framework and a theoretical framework? Both the conceptual framework and theoretical framework are seen as a structure that aims to provide a guide that would illustrate or discuss how various concepts or ideas are related to the study being conducted. However, a conceptual framework and a theoretical framework are different in terms of the following. First, a conceptual framework aims to show relationship of variables involved in the study conducted and how these variables affect the progress of the study, while a theoretical framework aims to let people become familiar with how evidence-based truths, as well as interrelated concepts and theories, are connected or related to the study being conducted. Furthermore, a conceptual framework makes use of visual representations to show the relationships of variables focused on in the study, while a theoretical framework is in narrative form, meaning it discusses how the concepts or theories presented are connected or referenced in the current study being done. And lastly, a conceptual framework shows to readers a plan on how the researcher will carry out the research based on relevant theories, concepts, or principles, while a theoretical framework explains to readers the basis or foundation of the research. To know more about conceptual framework and the different types of conceptual frameworks, you may click here to watch the video. Now that we know the differences between a conceptual framework and a theoretical framework, this leads us to the next question. What is the importance of a theoretical framework? It is worth noting that a theoretical framework is necessary to let the researcher inform the readers about the theories and concepts that are considered as foundation or basis of the study. Furthermore, this also allows the researcher to determine alternative theories that would help challenge his perspectives in the study. And lastly, the theoretical framework, if written properly, helps the reader to fully understand the researcher's perspectives and the overall context of the research. Now at this point, we're going to talk about the steps in writing a theoretical framework. It is worth noting that writing a theoretical framework is akin to a review of related literature. As such, it requires a researcher to analyze and determine theories which are relevant to the study being conducted. With this in mind, when writing a theoretical framework, a researcher must bear in mind the following steps. First is to analyze the research problem questions and identify the key variables. Second is to determine the theories and concepts which are relevant to the context or focus of the study. And third would be to formulate a detailed discussion of the relevance of the selected theories and concepts to the study. Let's focus on number 1. When writing a theoretical framework, it is important to first analyze the research problem questions and identify the key variables involved. This is because the research problem statement and questions reflect the research objectives. As such, these help determine how the research will progress. Furthermore, analyzing the research problem statement and questions allows the researcher to determine the variables which are involved in the study. With this in mind, recognizing the variables which are focused on in the study would help the researcher determine relevant theories and concepts that would help support the context of the study. After the researcher has analyzed the research problem questions and identified the key variables, we now proceed to the next step. The next step is to determine the theories and concepts which are relevant to the context or focus of the study. We have to remember that it is important to select theories and concepts which are relevant or instrumental in the completion of the study. Also, Choosing the appropriate theories and concepts would help make the research more reliable, authentic, and stable, as these theories or concepts would serve as the foundation of the study. Also, it is worth noting that similar to the review of related literature, the theories selected may serve as a basis for the research assumptions and hypotheses. At this point, after the researcher has determined the theories and concepts which are relevant to the context or focus of the study, we now focus on the third step. The final step would be to formulate a detailed discussion of the relevance of the selected theories and concepts to the study. When discussing the theoretical framework, it is imperative that the researcher is able to fully explain the relevance of the selected theories and concepts and how this affects the context of the study. Furthermore, the researcher must also include the proponents of the theories or concepts included. This is because proper citation of these proponents is necessary, as this will reflect the researcher's familiarity with the theories, the proponents, their relationship with other theories or concepts, and how these theories are instrumental to the study. Now, with that being said, we now focus on another question. How can we effectively write a theoretical framework? In order to effectively write a theoretical framework, a researcher must bear in mind the following. First is to cite, next is to discuss, and lastly is to connect. To cite is of course to introduce or discuss who the proponent of a selected theory or concept is. We have to remember that whenever we make citations, we not only aim to give recognition to the original source of the information, or in this case, the proponent of the theory or theories that we have included in our theoretical framework, but we also aim to establish or show the authenticity of the study that we are conducting. To discuss is to explain in full detail the nature of the theory, its focus, claims, and other important arguments that would prove to be useful in the study or even serve as a springboard for further discussions. And to connect is to discuss how the selected theory is relevant to the study conducted. It is worth noting that a researcher who is able to properly cite the proponents in the discussion is able to show his or her familiarity with the theory or theories. As such, this strengthens the connection or the relationship of the selected theories to the study being done. Furthermore, effectively discussing the connection of the theories to the current study allows the researcher to properly establish how the selected theories serve as the foundation of the study being conducted. Now, before we end, we have to remember the following. First, a theoretical framework serves as the guide or reference of a research by providing detailed discussions of theories in which the research is anchored to. Next, it is important for researchers to be analytical when selecting relevant theories or concepts that will be included in the theoretical framework. And lastly, it is not enough that a particular theory is mentioned in the discussion. It is imperative that the researcher carefully explains each theory, the proponents behind it, and its influence on the nature of the study. In a nutshell, both the conceptual framework and theoretical framework serve as guides that would discuss the nature of the research, as well as how the different variables in the study will affect the research itself. While conceptual framework shows a visual representation of the variables' relationship with each other, as well as how the research may progress, a theoretical framework aims to discuss the theories that lay the foundation of the research conducted. And lastly, it is necessary that a researcher carefully selects the theories that are included in the theoretical framework, as well as provide a detailed discussion of their relevance in the context of the study being conducted.